Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to chemistry class. This is the last video of this chapter, that is chapter number 3, matter. In this chapter, we have already studied about what is matter and its properties, and also about the different states of matter, that is solid, liquid, and gas. We have also studied about the composition of the various states of matter and the arrangement of molecules in them. Then we have also gone through the differences in between the properties of solids, liquids, and gases. In the last video, we have studied about the effect of heat on matter. Okay, that is expansion and contraction. Now, in today's video, we'll study the change in states of matter. What is the change of state in matter? This video includes the topics such as vaporization, melting, condensation, freezing, and sublimation. Also, we'll study that what are chemical changes and what are physical changes. So let's start. We'll now study the change of state of a substance under the effect of heat. Okay, so the first term that we are going to study is melting. Now, in this process, what happens? The change of state of a substance, it depends upon the arrangement of its molecules. Okay, now if the molecules are very closely packed or loosely packed, then now what happens when certain solids are heated? The molecules in the solid vibrate and they move away from each other. Okay, and as a result, what happens? The intermolecular distance increases, and the intermolecular distance all increases in such a considerable manner that these solids get converted into its liquid state. Example is melting of ice and melting of butter. We see when we place ice on outside, then it absorbs energy. Okay, and it starts melting. Why? Because the molecules, they gain energy and they move apart from each other, and as a result, what happens? The intermolecular distance is increased and the solids get converted into its liquid state. So what is melting? Melting is a process in which solids get converted upon heating. The next topic is vaporization or boiling. Now what happens when the liquids are heated? The molecules of the liquid move further apart from each other. Okay, and at a certain point, and this point or the temperature is known as the boiling temperature, which is fixed, or every liquid has a specific boiling temperature or a boiling point. Now at this boiling point, what happens? The molecules, they move very far from each other and start vibrating. Okay, and the liquids, they get converted into the gaseous stage. Okay, so what is vaporization? Vaporization is a process in which liquids get converted into gases on heating. Okay, example, we can see boiling of water. Now, the next point we are going to study is condensation. Now, in condensation, what happens? The gases, they get converted into liquids upon cooling. Now, what happens when the vapors or gases cool down? Then the vibrating molecules, the molecules that are vibrating, they lose energy and the vibration is reduced. Okay, now as slowly the heat is lost, the molecules, they come close to each other and they gets converted into the liquid. Okay, example is when we see boiling water, when the gas is switched off or the heat supply is cut off, Then after some, we cover a plate or we cover a lid over the vessel. Then after some time we see that the vapors, they get cooled down and we can see the small droplets of water on the lid. So this process is condensation. When liquids are cooled, the vibration of the molecules, it slows down further. Now, what happens during the cooling process? During the cooling process, the intermolecular distance is reduced more and the molecule starts settling. Okay, and the molecules, they come closer to each other and they convert the liquid into solid at a particular temperature or a particular point that is known as the freezing point. Okay, so what happens in this process? The process in which the liquids get converted into solids upon cooling is known as freezing. Okay, now the next point is sublimation. Now sublimation is a process in which what happens, the solids, they get converted into gases when heated and they do not undergo the liquid state. Okay, so the process in which the solids get directly converted into gases without passing through the liquid state is known as the sublimation. Example, naphthalene balls or camphor. Okay, you all have seen naphthalene balls or camphor balls at your home. Okay, now when this is exposed in the atmosphere, when they are kept open, then after some time we see that the size, they start reducing. Why? Because the naphthalene balls or the camphor here are undergoing the process of sublimation. Okay, so the sublimation is a process in which solids get converted directly into gases without passing through the liquid state. In this diagram, we can see the various changes in the states of matter. When ice on melting converts into liquid, and when this liquid, it is again heated, it changes into gas. Gas is again cooled down, undergoes the process of condensation and changes into liquid. And liquid again is cooled down to form solid, or it undergoes the process of freezing and forms solid. Now, all these processes, melting, boiling, condensation, freezing, sublimation, are categorized under physical changes. So what is a physical change? Changes in which no new substance is formed are known as the physical changes. Only the physical properties such as shape, size, state, color, density may change, but the chemical properties and the composition of the original substance do not change. For example, ice on melting changes into liquid, and liquid when heated changes into water vapor or gas. Here there is no change of the chemical properties. Okay, only the size, the shape or the state changes. But the chemical properties remains the same. The chemical properties of the original substance, that is water, it does not change. Now, the physical changes are temporary and they can be reversed, and the original substance can be obtained back on changing the or reversing the conditions. Okay, now the change in energy is also less during the physical changes. The next change that we are going to study is the chemical change. The chemical change is a change in which a new substance is formed. Okay, for example, burning of paper, cooking of food, baking of a cake. So in all these process or in all these activities, we see that a new substances form. Okay, the chemical properties and composition of the original substance changes. Okay, and the what happens? We cannot get back the original substance back. A new product is being formed. Okay, for example, if we take the example of cooking of food, we can, on reversing the conditions, we cannot get back the original raw products. Okay, and these changes are irreversible and permanent, because even on changing the conditions, the original substance cannot be obtained back. Okay, and the energy is always produced in the form of heat or light. So, what are chemical changes? Chemical changes are those changes in which new substances are formed, and the chemical properties and the composition of the original substance changes. During the burning of fuels and firecrackers, heat and light are evolved. The new products such as smoke, ash, carbon dioxide, and water vapor are formed. Okay, now here what happens? The properties of the new substance are different from the original substances. Okay, and cooking of food. During cooking of food, the raw substances cannot be obtained back even if we reverse the conditions. And the properties of the cooked food is different from the raw substance. Here again, heat energy is required to cook food, and a new substance is also formed. That's all for today. I hope you understood well. Also, kindly complete your copies, and that's all. Stay safe and thank you.